Welcome to Slow and Steady, the podcast where you get to follow along as we build products in public. Each week, we'll give you an honest peek into our lives as we share our struggles, our wins, and everything in between. I'm Benedicte. Today is August 23rd. This is episode number 151, and I am feeling cheerful. With me today is not Benedicte, but Bhanu. We keep it at the B's, the founder of Feather.so. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling hopeful. Yeah,
Hopeful? Any special reason?
I just crossed 1,000 MRR. So yeah, I think I am hopeful for the future. I think it is going in a good direction.
So you're saying you just crossed 1,000 MRR
Yeah,
for your product?
yeah.
Wow, that's a milestone.
Yeah, yeah. I have been
It's kind
waiting
of
for this. For a very long time. Yeah, I quit my job. I think around maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and
mhm.
only now for one of my products, I'm able to reach this. Yeah.
So on that note, what problem does that product solve?
Yeah,
And where can we?
yeah, it's a blogging platform basically. To put it simply, it's a blogging platform based on Notion. So yeah, people who already use Notion, they can directly write in Notion and then publish it onto their own blog. That blog will be optimized and created by Feather. Yeah,
Oh, so you do you just select kind of a page and then it brings in all of the sub pages and
yeah,
makes that a blog?
yeah. It's like you'll create four databases like you'll create a content database, pages database, tags and authors databases, and then you'll just fill it in with content, fill it in with your own articles, and then the Feather will convert it into a blog.
Oh, cool. So how many people are using it now with your to get you to that 1,000 MRR?
I think just today I got 96th customer. Yeah,
96.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, so that's cool. So how long you said you quit your job 3 or 4 years ago, but this is not your first
yeah,
product, I
yeah,
guess?
yeah.
How
Yeah,
many products have you been trying? Or what other projects have you been trying over the years?
yeah. I think everything I did is around Notion only. Yeah. I think
Yeah?
everything is around Notion only. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz I
Uh, one of the products is called Notion CMS, where you can use you'll basically get an API which will read a Notion page and then return all the content on that page in a neatly formatted way. Like you will get all the properties, you'll get all the content in the form of HTML. Yeah, that is one of my products. Yeah, and this Feather is another one.
So are you using that API for feathers.so or
Yeah, yeah,
are you
yeah,
using
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
So
using your own other product? That's cool.
yeah, that product is built on Notion. My product is built on my other product. So yeah, it's like a two-layered product. Yeah.
Okay, and then customers so I could become a customer of either one or both if I wanted to?
Yeah. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
become a
cool.
product of that other one, maybe you can also build your own Feather. Yeah,
Well, maybe not compete directly. I hope that you have that in the small print that you're not allowed to make a direct competitor. Um,
yeah,
yeah, no.
no.
So no, so so when did you get started with the with feathers?
This Feather product, I started it 3 months ago. So actually, it was a rebrand of my one of my previous products. So it was called MDX.1 at that time, and this is like a rebrand. This rebrand is launched 3 months ago. Yeah, and then at the start it was in beta for some time, and then yeah, my first paying customer I got 3 months ago. Yeah,
So what was that other product that was rebranded?
yeah, it that is also same concept. It's also a blogging platform. but the architecture is not that good built. Like my hosting bill went to in one of the months it was $10,000. So
What?
yeah, yeah.
What
So
happened? This is a war story. We need to hear this. This is a story from the trenches of indie
yeah,
hacking.
yeah, basically I was using Vercel, and then the Notion API which I was using. So for some of the pages to fetch all the content inside that page, it took several minutes. So yeah, my serverless functions bill it's just skyrocketed. So yeah, I had to change the entire architecture, close down all the signups of that other product, and then rebuild everything from scratch. So yeah, the resulting product it's so different from that other product. So I decided to rebrand it and rename it and relaunch it as a entirely new product, and it worked out this time.
So, what was the solution to
Y-
making it
Yeah,
consume less serverless time?
yeah, I used Cloudflare workers. So Cloudflare workers it's significantly cheaper than serverless functions. uh, because I think it's because it's limited, right? You can only do certain things in Cloudflare Workers. So because of that, it's also cheaper than serverless functions. If you compare the rates between AWS Lambda and Cloudflare Workers, yeah, Cloudflare Workers is very cheap.
Oh, so but did you keep the rest of the stack? Because I believe it was a Next application.
Yeah. So yeah, it was not easy to build. Use Next.js with Cloudflare workers, at least at that time. Now I think
Mhm.
they introduced Edge runtime, but when I was working, it was not there. So I used Remix with Cloudflare workers. Yeah, that's what I am using here now.
Oh, are you happy with Remix? I haven't been able to touch it
Yeah, yeah,
yet.
yeah, yeah. It's really good. I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your background before you started doing these? You said you quit your job 4 years ago. What kind of
Yeah,
background do you have?
I was a software engineer. Yeah, before software engineer, I was a computer science graduate, and then I became a software engineer. And after 6 or 7 months, yeah, I quit my job. I realized that that job was not for me. I need to build something of my own. Yeah, I found it in my gut that that's what I have to do.
Yeah, so was it kind of like a regular software where you were like a large team and you were a piece of the
Yeah,
team?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of job?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, exactly. It
um,
was like it's like any traditional company, right? There is a startup, and yeah, in my team, I think there are around 30 people, and then yeah, I was just one of those 30 people, and that team is one of those maybe 30 or 40 teams. Yeah,
oh, so pretty big. So you're going from pretty big kind of
yeah.
organization to being solo. So are you completely solo or is there anyone else on your team?
There is no one else on team, but I occasionally hire a contractor for design work. Yeah, that's why the site looks that beautiful. It was not done by me. Yeah, I coded
Oh, so it's not
the
done by you.
Yeah, all the logic is done by me, but the designs,
Mhm.
I hired a contractor for the designs.
Yeah, because it looks really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That designer
Where
is
where
really
did
good.
where did you find the designer?
Yeah, just on Twitter, we chatted. Yeah, he's also in Notion space. So yeah, we chatted a bit, and then yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he's a freelancer. I just contacted him, and then yeah, we got together.
Would you say there's like a large Notion community where people are just into Notion?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's growing like yeah. When I started, I did not see much, but yeah, in recent days, maybe I am just more active now. But yeah, I have been seeing a lot of Notion apps coming, and then a lot of people in the generally in the community sharing with each other, helping each other. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing super fast.
Is that where you do most of your marketing or how are you acquiring customers?
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, most of my users, yeah, they are coming from Twitter right now. At least That's where I'm spending most of my time on. And then my customers, it's like Twitter and word of mouth. People tell other people that to check out Feather, and then eventually they'll find Feather. Yeah, yeah, it's mostly
So,
Twitter and word of mouth.
what kind of people, what kind of blogs are they making?
um there are different kinds. So there are businesses who are making blogs for their product, and there are companies that are using Feather. There are creators, there are some are using it as newsletter archive. Some are using it to showcase their residential plots. Some are using it as a neurology pocketbook, and some are using it with it's like a community forum. Some are using it like a place where to post updates about their gaming server or something. I don't even know the terminology that these people are using. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. There
kind of
are a lot of use
all
cases.
over the place.
Yeah,
So all over the place. Yeah.
yeah,
So you don't see any similarities.
yeah,
Because I guess a lot of people love writing in Notion. Like that's their happy place. And I guess that's where you come in, where you can stay in your happy place writing and you don't have to do anything to get it
yeah. And
into a CMS or into somewhere else.
yeah, and another thing I have observed is some of my users they don't even know Notion. They started with Feather and then started using Notion because Notion is so simple, right? So, I already give them a template. They just have to fill it with content. So yeah, they eventually started using Notion because of Feather, and then yeah, and then it's better than yeah, using any other CMS, right? The experience of writing on Notion, it's easy to format. I don't know. The editor is just it's very easy to write on. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. I think so myself, but I um I ended up going back to my markdown because I wanted
yeah,
to publish
yeah.
in my code. But I still have I still have a lot of stuff in Notion and they just make it so easy.
Mm,
But and if you keep it in Notion, they make it so easy because I had a hard time like copy pasting it into other places. Yeah, but the experience and they kind of
yeah,
started a movement, I feel like, around what we expect from our tools.
yeah. And also businesses, it's very easy to collaborate. Also, you just invite someone to a Notion page, and yeah, editor can edit the page, and writer can write it, and then SEO person can just fill in the meta title, meta yeah, it's like entire team can easily collaborate because of already existing Notion capabilities. I don't even have to build these collaboration features. They are all there in Notion by default.
It's a dream for somebody doing a
Yeah,
indie project or a solo project where you don't have to work on on access, which I think Benedict is
yeah,
like working on that now, trying to limit people's access depending on plans and stuff like that.
yeah,
And you don't have like and you get that sharing functionality, but I have seen some tweets that you're looking to kind of lock down features, so depending on the payment plan.
yeah. It's the features as in so for example, there is a possibility to create a subdirectory blog, right? So you have an existing website, but you want your blog to be at slash blog. So the way I am doing that right now is I create a reverse proxy server and then match the URL and then make a handler. So if the URL is slash blog, Feather will handle that request. Otherwise, the website will handle that request. So less than 10% of users are using that. So yeah, I think most people don't want it, and those few users who want it, they are willing to pay a higher price for it. So yeah, so features like this, I still haven't identified everything, or I still haven't decided what more to add. But yeah, right now every new user is going to the lowest plan. So I am just thinking of ways where I can reorganize this pricing plan so that I can increase the expansion revenue. So uh, it's better to give more value to the existing users than to get new users, right? It's easier also. Yeah,
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 you want them to stay. When they've stayed for a long time, they don't want to
yeah,
move away anywhere.
yeah,
Give them more features as they grow, I guess. Also, some
yeah,
people start a little blog and then it gets bigger, and that's when they need the more complex
yeah,
features.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what is the biggest blog? Like what kind of numbers are you seeing for
I
your
think it's
biggest users?
uh, one of the blogs went to maybe 15K, 20K page views. I think that's it.
Mm.
So more than 20K page views per month. Yeah, I don't think I have seen yet. So yeah, it's big, but not as big as like millions of page views yet. Yeah, but yeah, it's better than normal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a some decent sized blogs there. Are you having any bottleneck issues on your side, or is everything just
No,
working?
no, everything is good right now. Even the costs are okay right now. It's fluctuating between $100 and $200 right now. So yeah, the Cloudflare costs are yeah pretty manageable.
Yes, you're actually turning some profit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're not getting
definitely.
10. You're not getting 10K bills from
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your. Back to that story because I forgot to follow up. Did you have to pay, or did
No, no,
they
no,
give
no.
you?
They refunded it back. Yeah, I think they do it for once or twice, and then they also followed up with me trying to figure out if there is a way that I can reduce it. I tried many things, but I could not do it. So eventually, I had to figure out another way to reduce the cost. So yeah, that's what I.
But that was nice of them. I've heard some stories, even here in Norway. Somebody had a side project he forgot, and he got like a 6K bill from
Yeah,
AWS or something, and he was like, "What?" On his Visa card. You're like, "But I know that's not what I
yeah,
was just like playing around." Um, so, what does a typical week look like for you? Since I guess you're doing marketing, you're doing the development. Do you have any kind of system for your week, or
yeah.
is it
So
more on a day-to-day basis?
nowadays I don't even know when Sunday is or what day it is. So yeah, every day it's like I wake up, I just respond to some of the customers' messages. I just open up my Notion, see what tasks I have to do today, and then yeah, just work on them. It's very normal. It's not like yeah, this week is different or other week is different. It's normal every week. Yeah,
Yes, you do a little bit of every week. You're not subscribing to the coding week, marketing week.
yeah.
You
I
mix it all
tried that. I
together.
tried that, but yeah, I could not do it. Yeah, it's like I have to stop coding for one whole week. Yeah, I was not able to do that.
Where's the fun in that? You want to code every week.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think since you quit your job, I'm guessing this is a full-time thing, or are you doing
yeah.
any side work to pay the bills while you're working on this?
No, no, this is full time.
This
So
is
after
full-time.
I quit my job for a few months, I think for 3 or 4 months, I participated in some hackathons, some bounty programs, and I did some freelancing. Yeah, I'm just still living off those savings from my job and those freelancing days.
Yeah.
And also, Feather
Yeah.
is already profitable. So yeah,
Oh, you recovered that. You got the magic 1,000 MMR.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No, MRR. I can never say these abbreviations correctly.
yeah,
MRR.
yeah.
Yes. So where are you located?
Yeah, I'm in South India. Yeah,
So yes, I'm guessing a little lower cost than some of
yeah,
other
exactly.
indie hackers. Um, and you say it in your profile on Twitter, so I'm gonna ask how old are you?
Yeah, it's 20. I'm 24. Yeah,
24. I think that it's I'm getting older, so I'm like when I've gotten to that age where I'm like, wow, look at the younger people doing so much better than
Yeah,
us. We're like
you
trying
haven't seen
to.
people at 16 who are doing crazy things on Twitter.
I know, but I can't. I gotta sit back with my gray hair and try not to be overwhelmed or feel out competed.
Yeah, yeah, same.
What are your? Yeah, I guess it's like that at every age, but 24, it's a good. You manage to have a job. You quit your job. You have bootstrapped feathers, or feather. I mean feather.so. Feather.so, everyone. I just add an S there. So, what are your short term and long term kind of goals and plans for Feather?
Yeah, I think it's basically just to make it sustainable. I think if I can get to a 10K monthly recurring revenue, yeah, I think 10K MRR would be great. So in India, that would be very huge. So yeah, I think that is my long-term goal. Yeah, if I can get that, anything above that is it's like a yeah, it's just a cherry on the top. But yeah, 10K it would be that is my long term goal, and my short term goals are yeah, just nearer to what I already have, like 2K or 3K. Yeah, it's all revenue
Yeah.
based. It's
The
for
next
me.
step.
Yeah, next step.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the next step. Next step.
next step. Yeah,
Um, yeah, I feel like you're kind of the oh, and now I can't find the English word, but you are, our name of our podcast is Slow and Steady, and I feel like you are, absolutely kind of encompassing that, showing up every day, coding some little, doing support, doing marketing, and then things are slow and steadily moving the needle
yeah.
up and to the left, I guess is the term. As you can hear, I'm bad with directions and abbreviations. Anyway, um, but yeah, is there anything else you would like to tell us about feathers?
Mm, yeah, yeah, there is nothing else. Yeah, yeah, I think Feather it's a blogging platform. So if anyone uses Notion and they need a blog, yeah, and Feather would be a perfect fit. I think yeah, people if they try it and if they already use Notion, yeah, and then they're going to love it. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's a good end to the
yeah,
to the podcast. Um, Other than feather.so, is there anywhere else people can find out more about you?
yeah. It's just my Twitter. Yeah, if you can, yeah, you can just add the link somewhere because it's
I
difficult
will add the
to.
link to the
Yeah,
description.
yeah,
It's
it's difficult to say that username here. Yeah.
yeah. When did you create your Twitter?
I don't even know. I have to check. But I have been active since maybe one and a half year ago. I
Hmm.
think May of last year. That's when I started being active on Twitter. But maybe I created it many years ago. I created it on yeah. It is showing joined November 2016. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even know when I created it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
was
because I feel
active.
like
Yeah, sorry, go on.
no, just I feel like your handle is kind of a younger person's would make that handle.
Yeah,
It reminds me of some handles I had
yeah.
um
I mean,
way back when.
all of my names are taken at that time, and then I have already created with this handle in GitHub and everywhere, so I have to use it here also.
Yeah, you just have to stick with it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But that is a long time though. 2016. That's a long time on Twitter. I've also been on Twitter. I don't remember the year now, but as people who listened last week, I've been there so long, and I've been a little hyper in following people. So I follow 5,000 people now, and I'm not allowed to follow any more people. So I'm
yeah,
creating a tiny app to let me unfollow people. But had so many different interests. I just keep on following people, and I need to like, yeah, do some pruning of my
yeah.
all of these people.
Even I was following a lot of people, and then my feed was I'm unable to see anything. It's like constantly going. So yeah, I had to. yeah, cut it down and then see what 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 profiles interest me, what tweets that I want to see, and then yeah, and then I only followed those people. Even now, I think it's still more than 1,000, and it's still difficult to go through the tweets. I miss many of them even now.
Yeah. But it looks like you're having some good conversations on Twitter, because I think that's
Yeah,
the first time I found you and you were working on the MDX blog, and started following. You made some good friends on the internet.
yeah, definitely. So ever since I started working on these products, that's when I found everyone. Before I was working on these products, I started blogging. That's when started. Everything started for me. Yeah.
Oh, tell me more about the blogging and how that kickstarted things.
Yeah. So after I quit my job, so that was the first product I ever built from scratch, right? So I learned a ton of things. So I started blogging everything I learned. I created a blog on Hashnode and then started documenting everything. And many people reached out to me because of my blog, and they said that they really liked it. And yeah, that's how I connected to a lot of people back then. And even MDX.1, my previous product, that is also born because of that, because of a problem that I was solving. Like I had to, so I usually write it on Notion and then convert it into Markdown and then upload it to that blogging platform that I was using. Yeah, it takes a good amount of time to do that. So I thought, yeah, if I write on Notion, why can't I publish it from Notion? Yeah, that's how that product is born. And even Feather, it's a similar concept, right? Yeah.
So what was that first product? Because you was that the API? So you had the API and then the MDX, or
First
what was
time
that first product?
first MDX.1, that is also a
Mhm.
Notion based blogging platform.
Mm.
Then I created an API. Now I'm using that API to create a blogging platform.
Okay,
So
so the MDX one was the one that you documented on Hashnode.
no, there was another product before that. That is an
Yeah, that's what I was.
yeah, that is an ed tech based platform. So that is not a solo product. So I partnered up with someone I know here and then built it. It's an ed tech based platform. It's like a course platform where you create your own courses. You create a learning path. You add your own lessons, and then your students can take those courses. Yeah, that
and
is
that
the product.
and that is still active, or is that
No,
closed?
it's not active right now. Yeah, it
No,
did.
okay.
Yeah, it did not get much traction at that time. So yeah, we moved on, and then I started working on this product MDX.
Did you learn? Did you learn anything specific that from that first project that you have taken into your next projects?
Yeah. What I learned is, yeah, if you just build a product, yeah, nothing will happen. You have to do marketing. Yeah, that's there is a saying, right? Build it and then they will come. Yeah, they won't come.
They won't come.
Yeah, I have to.
It's like,
Yeah, I have to actively market it. Otherwise, yeah, it's very difficult. And also, my technical skills have improved vastly in that 1 year. So I learned more in that 1 year than my entire 4 years computer science degree taught me. So yeah, that was pretty good. Even though I did not get any traction for that product, but the skills I gained in that 1 year helped me to build the products that I'm building right now.
yeah, is it the same in India where the computer science degree is not so practical and not so web based? That's at least how my skill was. Was that the same for you, or?
Yeah. Some universities are like that, but yeah, the university which I was enrolled in, it was pretty good. Yeah, it's not a waste, but it still it did not provide me the real world experience that I needed. And only when I was not working in the job and working on my own thing, then I learned so many new things.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be learned from like having uptime and being completely responsible for the code base
Yeah,
that teaches you thing that you can't be taught in a classroom.
yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
yeah, it's always gonna, yeah, and build it and they will come. Like it's, but it's a good. You learn that from your first product. Like some people do many products before they realize they actually have to up their marketing skills. So, kudos for that. Um,
Yeah,
but I find it funny that so many developers, because we know, like, if you're gonna have a party, you can't just like have the party in your house and not tell anyone. Like it's nobody is just
yeah,
gonna like walk past your house and be like, "Oh, I'm joining your party."
yeah,
You have to, you have to do something to let people know, and just like inviting people to your party, that is marketing.
yeah,
But like,
yeah. A very good analysis. Yeah,
but for a lot of developers, it's like, no marketing. Oh no, I don't do that like dirty stuff. And it's like, well, you would invite people to your house, so that's similar.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, then we got a little further there. I like that. 4 products. That's quite a lot in 4 years. That's a product per year if we average it out.
Yeah, I think so.
And now on your fourth, you're having some real traction, which is
Yeah.
super interesting to see. And I recommend everybody to go follow Banu because he has a really good Twitter presence and cool tweets and graphics. Um, you know, seems like the designer paid off because there's some really good graphics on your Twitter. Um, so yeah, I guess that's it. And we covered where to go see you, but then we kept on talking. So check the links for check the description for links to the products and his Twitter, and go say hi. And I guess that's it. Maybe we'll catch you in another year and see where that MRR has taken you.
Yeah. I hope it grows.
I hope so too. And I'll see you and everyone else around the interwebs. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.